Ooh! Actually, you know what? Ooh, what's up, Twitch? Oh god. I almost jumped off a cliff. Wait, am I just... Oh, that's actually cool that I can just balance on top of this. I mean, I guess it's not that hard. You could probably stand on top of this if you wanted to. Just wouldn't be wise. I thought her shoes were glowing for a second there. Anyway, it's your Lord and Savior King D353. You're living on the edge. Literally. With today's episode of Genshin Impact. So, we've done most everything we have to do in this game. Well, everything of value. I do have some stuff that I need to do, but, like, those don't matter to you guys. You guys don't watch me do world quests. We still have Xilonen's story to do here, which is also the reputation quest for the Children of Echoes. And we also have some old stuff like Emily's and some hangouts. But, y'all don't care about the hangouts or Emily. You care about Xilonen, right? Right? So we're gonna go ahead and take on her thing here. But, as per usual, let me do something to kill time while we wait for people to file in. And by people, I mean, like, 3 people. 2, usually. Oh, maybe I can actually voice Liben. Because Liben tends to have some unique shit to, like, talk about. Let's see what Liben has to say about Sneznaya, or whatever nonsense he's been doing. I gotta talk to him for my rewards anyway, so... You know, I've only just realized how little time this thing has outside of, Natlan. Ah, hello there. Need something? I'm here for my box of marvels. The items needed today are... Oh, wait, do you not give a new speech every day? Why do I think you give a new speech every day? I'm stupid. I don't know why I thought I'd get to hear him give his spiel again. I'm stupid. I'm gonna stop being stupid now and... Let's see. What would be a good warm-up? Do I have enough days to get this done? I only need 2 more. Yeah, I have just enough. I am slacking hard on getting my BP to max, which always makes me feel like I'm wasting money. If anyone has a request for what boss for me to kill in my warm-up, let me know. Till then, I'm just gonna see what materials I need for my characters that aren't yet in their 90s. Oh, Kachina, you were never brought to 90? Alright, let's kill the Geocube. Hello, Geocube. You get to be today's warm-up. I'm gonna beat you into a bloody pulp. Just so I can get some Geo crystals. I don't even know what the hell the item's called. I don't think anyone cares, though.
Strike a pose.
Do I have to? I don't know why I was facing the wrong way. It is kind of hilarious that she can walk on water even when she's exhausted. Look at my stamina. I should be falling. Then again, I guess her power doesn't really work through effort. It's just like the alteration of the laws of physics. Because if you fall from a large height while Farina is walking on water... well, has her ability to walk on water active, she will fall to her death.
Watch out.
Yeah, that doesn't work on these. You know, I never realized just how little damage I would do to the Geocube with her. But now that I think about it, most of my damage comes from Geo attacks. Of course I can't do a lot of damage to this thing. This might not have been a wise warm-up choice. I don't even know if shooting the pillars does anything. Were the plants coming out of the ground always sounding so disturbing? This plant sounds like something out of my nightmares. Alright, warm-up complete. Let's actually do the story now. Not you. It feels weird having fucking God walking into Natlan to do their quests. Navia is still kind of weird because she has business ruling the Spina de Resula, but at the very least, I can believe she would go on a pleasant trip to another nation. I mean, I know Archons do go on pleasant trips to other nations, but they fucking shouldn't. The hell happens if, well, Nouvelette. What happens if, while Nouvelette's having some tea over in Liyue, I don't know, fucking Cthulhu comes to destroy Fontaine, Then what? Alright, then we all die, because our Archon fucked off for vacation.
Xilonen, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can...
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then, and pick up my axe.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Xilonen!
What the fuck?
Oh, traveler, Paimon!
Wait, why?
We meet again.
Why? Why were you under
Seem
the
to be in good
table?
spirits. How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues?
No, everything's fine.
Oh, good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle, even though I've already turned it over to you. There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
Huh? So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spiritway, I'd say.
I'm sorry, did Xilonen always have that pink and green braid going down her hair? I only just noticed that.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
Is that her hair or is that an accessory? If it's her hair, why is one braid longer than literally everything else? It being a different color isn't odd. I've heard of braids being colored different colors. In fact, that's a hairstyle that I want to do at one point. But why is it so much longer? What is that?
I found the Xilonen. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nichka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
That definitely looks like it's coming from her hair.
I was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
You can even see the green hair. The one strand of dyed green hair. That's such a weird thing in her design, to hell. You give those kind of things as birthday gifts?
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither and toys will break, and snacks are quickly forgotten once they're eaten. But a set of durable work tools will always stay with you and get you through many sticky situations. Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of To Kill the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should still be readable.
Okay, yep, this confirms it. That is her actual hair. I can even see the bits of dark orange in there from where she apparently messed up the dye work. I need answers to why this is a thing. Yes, I know it's dumb that I'm harping on this, but why is that there? Also, I saw another detail about it, so that allows me to talk about it again, I think.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Thesoli's, I even brought Nichka. Wait, what did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite thing, but, why can't I remember it anymore?
False Hydra?
It is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is almost already full.
Your name is that long? Did you include all your relatives' names too?
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Thesoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
I was just wondering the same thing. That could be kind of embarrassing.
Don't worry. We usually ask Thesoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text.
Ah.
Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be filled with regret. Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope someone didn't give her an idea of making fewer and selling for more.
Oh, I know. I know just a person who would do that. Sounds like one of Shevin's schemes. I don't remember who Shevin is. Dory's who comes to mind for me.
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tasoli to make some money by selling these. At least she and little Nachka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some... Huh? What was I planning to send to Nachka again? This memory of mine.
This girl's giving me flashbacks to when I'd forget
if you stay
things
up
too.
For any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should go back. Yeah, get some rest.
Right. Right. Please give my regards to Tlisoli and Nachka. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernly to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nachka's birthday party too, Xilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tlisoli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to talk with her?
Didn't she, like, make my gem or something? I don't remember. You explain your encounter with...
Oh, so
Talaz.
that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter.
We also want a gift for Nachka, but we have no idea what she might like.
Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second. Aren't birthday gifts supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nachka, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting her. And that would ruin the surprise.
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
Easy enough. I have loads of those in my bag.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it.
I wonder if...
Xilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
I wonder if it's possible to get to this point in the game without picking up many, if any, books. And if you somehow reach this part of the game without picking up any books, if the Traveler's line would have changed there.
Unfortunately, no. Nachka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone.
Ooh, for her birthday gift, we can bring her a doctor. We can fucking teleport, grab Baiju, and come over.
It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes, and we can each give her one.
Great idea.
No, that's terrible. That would really look like we didn't try. Let's just go ask Nachka. Even though it would ruin the surprise, we can at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of To Kill the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the demon lord, the older brother, To Kill, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Remok. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the demon lord, before jumping into a volcano.
But I'm guessing people hated that version of the story, so they changed it. Oh, guess I'm doing some reading. Yay. This tale comes from the desolate, distant past. In those days, the mountain's teeth were still bared like blades against man and beast, thirsting for the souls of the feeble-minded human and non-human alike. People knew that the god of the mountains loved them not, and was to be given a wide berth. Yet they were forced to seek shelter in caverns from the storms screaming through the wilds, all to pass one long night after the next. But these caverns, like the mountains, extracted payment from from the vagrants. Countless were the tribes who lost kin to the waste through which they stumbled blind. Valiant Tequil and his kind-hearted brother Rimac were born to one such tribe. At the hour of their birth, a long troubling night reigned inside and outside the caves. What? That sentence makes no sense. And though the campfires around which tribespeople sat flickered, none were comforted by their light. The people thought, "This fire shall go out soon, and once it does, we too shall be finished. How long will this night last? I'm cold, and hungry too. Let's hurry things up then. Quickly, let me walk into the night. Better that than this torment." "Oh, you poor children, you poor, poor children." Yet Tequil and Rimac did not announce themselves with sorrowful cries, as the other children did. Instead, Tequil stared into the cavern depths. The minions of the cavern did their best to frighten him, but his gaze swept over them, keen as a sharp stone spear. "He has seen us, our sharp claws and long teeth, but he is not afraid," the wicked creatures whispered amongst themselves, anxiously, and involuntarily retracted said appendages. Rimac, for his part, waved both his hands and laughed, and his laughter was like pebbles tumbling into a stream, drawing the eyes of all the distressed tribespeople to his face. Only then did they notice that through the flame wavered, it had never ceased to burn, and with another wave of his hands, Rimac patted the firewood next to him. "Feed the flame! Feed the flame!" The elderly chief, thus reminded by the newborn boy, shouted his words aloud, repelling the fear that had been about to swallow the tribe whole. People stood and fueled the fire, and they drew their obsidian blaze, casting their eyes into the cavern depths, just as Tequil did. The beasts of the cavern were filled with rage and hate, but they knew that these people would not lose their grip on their weapons, nor would their eyes be shut. Terror had already fled, and so death was forced to retreat. Only when the sun rose again did the brothers close their eyes, falling asleep in their mother's bosom. Thus did the tribespeople depart the cave, having lived another day. These people who had rejected fear would live countless days more. Yet the defeat of her evil underlings caught the eye of their master, Kotlaku. For this lord of demons, who claimed to be the mother of the underworld and mistress of 10,000 times 10,000 caves, those fangs were rocky stalactites, those tongues were every blast of wet, frigid wind, and who upon waking could only be satiated by devouring 10,000 living souls. Tequil and Rimac were the first humans to slip her grasp. Shamefaced, this Earth Mother waved her hand, lashing the evil beasts cowering to the side of a rock. "Go! Go! Redeem your humiliating failure! Capture those dim-witted mortals, and fill my stomach!" But having seen their fears vanquished, the people remembered well the methods of scattering those terrors time after time. They settled at the foot of the mountains, sharpened wooden stakes, lit fires, and gave the sharpest blades to their best warriors, with which they would stand guard behind the stakes. Their bright eyes pierced into the wilderness beyond the firelight, and did not shift their gazes away for even a moment. By blade and fire did Kotliku's minions taste defeat, time after time, until they could do nothing but huddle in the dark, daring not to draw near the flame. The fires in the hearts of the people ignited, and they began to speak of the victory of the light, and the end of the Viper. They believed in Tequal and Rimac, these two brothers who could surely keep the heat and light alive. Tequal and Rimac fought the same, and so they sharpened their spears and blades, preparing to drive the demon lord of that evil serpent to her doom. But the Earth Mother, who hated this tribe, did not relent. She took sludge from the deepest parts of the cave and pitched it into a snake. Then she plucked out her eye, setting it into the serpent's eye socket. It was that child who caused you to witness the fire, and so let me go swallow his eyes. One evening, when the sun had just set, night's veil was slowly covering the sky, and the stars had yet to begin granting their light. The serpent bit and slew a rabbit beyond the tribe's bounds, and burrowed into its skin, lying flat on the ground. Rimac, returning from gathering herbs, came upon this rabbit, and seeing its wound, the kind child put his torch down without hesitation, and reached for his herbs. He chewed on them, preparing to apply them to the rabbit, but the snake, speaking for the Earth Mother, leaped from the wound, hissing with laughter. Ignorant, foolish human, sacrificing yourself for a lowly rabbit! Before Rimac could retrieve his torch, the Earth Mother's serpent latched its fangs, first onto his neck, then burrowing into his body, captured his heart and soul both. The defenseless sentries were the next to be murdered by the Earth Mother, for they greeted Rimac just as they always did when he returned from gathering herbs, only to be pierced through the heart by the serpent, dying on the spot. The entire tribe's fires were put out, and amidst a shroud of darkness, death and terror were resurgent. The Earth Mother spat the snake out, and through poisoned fangs she cried out, "Behold! Behold, you arrogant fools! And kneel as you should in the dust!" But the sound of a rock being struck cut her off, for Tequal, who had been sharpening his obsidian blade, used it to create sparks that set his tent alight. He raised his blade and charged forward, letting fly his blade at the Earth Mother's messenger. The blazing edge cleaved the poisoned serpent molded from the soil with ease, but as Tequal was about to follow through, he saw his brother's eyes, and the blood staining his brother's hands. That instant was all the time the wounded Viper needed to escape. Yet night fully charred, it was still, and the Earth Mother's eye reduced almost to ashes. This tribe was destroyed, and never again was there a chance for it dare to fire. Thus did the Earth Mother comfort herself as she retreated into the darkness. How Tequal wished to call out Rimac's name, but the burning dust caught in his throat, and Cielo could only watch as his brother vanished into the night. When the night at last passed, Tequal, who stood amidst the ruins, knew that the surviving tribespeople could no longer stay. Burying his confusion and pain deep in his heart, he led them on a new journey. They crossed mountains and canyons, dodging fearsome beasts and poisonous insects. Tequal did not close his eyes, for as long as they journeyed, nor did he dare loose his grip on his blade or torch. Finally, by a silent volcano, they found a tribe willing to take them in. Only after he saw the last of his tribe peacefully fall into slumber under the old shaman's care did he relax and collapse to the earth. When he awoke, he found himself in a blazing cave. The lava that had surrounded him undiluted with a erratic pulse, as if the very mountain was slowly breathing. When he stood up, the lava boiled and bubbled, and a rumbling came from all directions. Do not search for your brother. His eyes have been devoured by a cunning serpent. But I must save him, and pursue that venomous snake also. His words echoed through the cave, but the goddess of the mountain's fire was silent. Tikal thus prayed unto her. Let my brother's name live on. I am willing to sacrifice my heart and blood in return. The goddess answered him in the echoing cave. Thus said she, Your prayer I have heard, but your brother is no longer your kin. His name has sunken into the deepest depths. Tikal raised his head and lifted up his wish to the goddess. Turn my blood to fire, so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring brother back before my blood runs dry. Turn my blood into fire until my soul may sear and slay that serpent. I will take its head before my blood runs dry. When Tikal awoke once again, the old shaman of the tribe gave him a brand new sword, food, and water. Finally, the shaman clasped his shoulders and blessed him. May your fire dry the venomous snake's venom. Thus did Tikal embark on another journey. His strength was endless, his body tireless, and his blood burned like lava. He crossed grassy fields and snowy peaks, deep valleys and high mountains, and the goddess of mountains and fire showed him the way, with falling rocks and the cracks in cliffs. Thus did Tikal stride forward without hesitation. When he met his brother again, the Earth Mother mocked him once more, using Rimak's body and voice, but when her claws pierced Tikal's chest, he moved not, and instead, her bones were melted by his burning blood. Tikal stared at the vicious demon lord down, and said in a loud voice, My brother's a gentle heart. He would surely have made this land a better place. Yet you have affronted him with your poison, smothered his virtue, slaughtered those who had faith in his virtue. Die, you despicable, venomous insect! Die here! As he roared, Tikal's blood strained with his obsidian blade, turning into a red hot in an instant. The Earth Mother watched in terror as her shell bones and soul were sundered. She wished to scream, to buy but a moment in which she could unleash her claws and tear Tikal to ribbons. But she could make no sound, for in the fire's light, the silent soul to whom this body once belonged awakened, and that soul called out to his brother, I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left. The blazing flame swept over every corner in that gloomy, frigid cavern, and every last poisonous insect within was slain, burnt to ash along every plot and scheme, so heinous and vile. As the last drop of his blood was about to burn away, the roof of the cave above Tikal's head trembled, a fissure opened, and a gem fell down and stopped up his wound. The goddess of mountains and fire spoke once more, and her voice echoed across the walls. You yet one drop of blood. Return to your tribe, for this is your brother's wish, and I will see it fulfilled. One night, the old shaman who had waited day after day beyond the tribe's bounds stood to welcome the returning Tikal. But Tikal refused the water, the food, and the cheers. Instead, he simply said, The venomous snake is slain, and I am victorious, but I shall soon depart along with my brother. He took the gem from his chest, placed it upon a torch, and walked up to the silent volcano. I have but one drop of blood left, but it was not left for me, but rather for justice and fairness, for good and the brave. Use it, and light a fire, a flame that shall never be extinguished. Having said that, valiant Tikal leaped into the dead volcano. The earth was shaken by his hardened blood, and the volcano's own heart resumed beating. The blazing lava once more began to flow. The volcano lives, as does the bravery of all the tribes.
I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, Remok said, "I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left."
So what about the other version of the story?
The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised. In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves. The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it. Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find. Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nechka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nechka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it. Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some chocowaddle.
Should I read the newer version too?
Off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
There's 2 more for the collection. We can read them to me while we're on the road, Paimon.
Okay, but you'll have to carry Paimon for a while. Once Paimon's done reading it herself, she'll read it out for you.
Let's get going. Celestoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
No, it won't. We'll just teleport there. Melodious chants. Oh my god, we only are now starting the actual quest. We're 40 minutes in! I guess it did take me a hot minute to read that. That won't put me exactly where we need to be, but at least be a bit. That at least takes away some of the distance. I said to. Why didn't you glide, woman? I told her to glide. I don't know why she just fell.
Go on now, Yengu. Nechka is still resting.
And Goose like, nah, fuck you. Hey, Ravioli.
Oh, what a surprise. And even Xilonen is here too.
Did that fucker just go to eat Paimon? We came to visit Nechka.
It's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nechka's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, I've brought the book for her. There are several editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure which version.
It's chasing Paimon! I can't tell if Paimon's playing with him or running for her life.
Messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options, so I brought it for Nechka.
You haven't changed a bit, Xilonen.
Personally, I prefer hardcover books, solely because softcover books are, like, really, really easy to wear and tear. Then again, maybe I just suck at taking care of books, I don't know.
Let's go inside. I was just boiling some chocowaddle, so you can all try some.
1, what's chocowaddle? 2, now that I think about it, what happened to my book collection? Oh, is that my book collection down there? I got distracted thinking about books, and now I'm wondering where my books are. Is this my book collection? Yeah, this is my book collection. Okay. I found where my books are. I'm not gonna show them on camera or anything. They're not worth it. I just got distracted.
Xilonen used to love drinking chocolatl. When she was little, she would always have several cups every time she came to visit me.
What's chocolatl? Is it like hot chocolate?
You were already a big girl by the time I finally had my Nechka. Alright, for now let's... Oh.
Ooh?
Oh, Auntie, let's go inside.
Why are there
Traveler,
bags under her
please
eyes?
help me get her into the house.
Got it.
Oh, Paimon will help too.
Oh, Paimon, you're not getting eaten?
Yangu, and don't get in the way.
Oh, so she was playing with him. I thought he was
Alright,
eating her.
let's, get indoors.
I
Watch your
thought he
step,
was
Auntie.
trying to eat her because she's a little flying thing like a bird. Bro's like, I love chicken. Oh!
Sorry. Nechka's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
Can we see the chocolatl? I want to know what the fuck it is.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like? Paimon's heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
So it's tea or coffee?
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
So yeah, it's either tea or coffee.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the Children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happen to read.
You've been chosen for quite some time then.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model for the rest of us. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolatl, and let you play in the house.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nechka's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw. But you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nechka's bed.
I mean, the bed's kind of occupied anyway. You two seem like family. Xilonen seemed just like an older sister to Nechka.
That's how Nechka sees Xilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be coming to visit.
Well, yeah, I'm here now, and even brought a gift as an apology. I'll leave the book here.
You said Nechka asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really, I'm surprised that she even asked you for a present. When she's at home, she'd even ask me for permission to eat some snacks.
Don't mind me, just thinking of something stupid. Okay, I did read that correctly.
Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really haven't done enough to deserve the title of Big Sister. Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times. Well, the only thing I have been able to do is to help her find some books.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Xilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe. We both know you are far too busy to take care of her. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when I gave up on my work.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that Nachka needs her mother's care.
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And even now, I still have not found the courage to pick up my hammer again. I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone, Xilonen.
Oh.
Ooh, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't be so sad, everyone. Hasn't Nachka gotten better lately?
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nachka is back on her feet, you should get back to work and let me have a vacation. You'll be the one who's busy then, and I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolatl and cheering you on.
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolatl as you like.
So, how did Nichka get sick?
If you asked me before, I wouldn't have even been able to talk about it. But now that she's gradually recovering, I've also gained some courage to face what happened back then. Nachka's illness actually originates from the Abyss. That night, I was in the tribe, having a discussion over the forging of new ancient names. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the Abyss suddenly attacked the tribe, so everyone banded together to fight them off. I joined the fray as well, and it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some guards from the tribe. But Nachka was gone. I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. In the end, we found Nachka at the bottom of a short cliff. She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my fault. Before the incident, Nachka had asked if I could forge an ancient name for her. Work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nachka, my daughter, my Nachka. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work. And I was the one who left her home alone. Oh, my daughter. My Nachka. Why do you have to suffer like this?
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right?
Chiaki?
She's getting better. She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Well, Xilonen has even brought her a gift.
Please drink some water first. Things will get better.
Sorry. I just can't control myself whenever I remember that time. Phew. Alright. It's not every day that we get guests. I really shouldn't be crying like this. I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
That sounds delicious. Fuck.
Sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out.
Let me flex my cooking skills.
Thank you both, but don't worry. It's just a few dishes. I'll be fine. You three just need to make sure everything gets eaten up. I can't eat a lot at this age.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
I can finish an entire fish myself.
Ah, it just occurred to me that Xilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the grilled fish and mint sauce? I remember you don't like picking out fish bones.
Both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
What the fuck?
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take them out for you. Anyway, for dessert, would you like a cup of grain fruit or chocolate?
Chocolate?
Grapefruit!
Why? Thank
How
you!
about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
That's actually a good
Okay,
quest. That's a
got
good
it.
idea, actually.
I'll go start cooking, but could you do me a favor in the meantime?
What's up?
I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door and see if they were already here? If so, please bring them in.
Got it.
Come on, Xilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before dinner. It'll ruin your appetite.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Xilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long.
I guarantee you something's gonna be attacking the delivery man. We're gonna get into a scuffle with some enemies for absolutely nothing. Oh, excuse me more. Why the fuck was the delivery so far away?
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet. Paimon thought we'd see someone come flying down on a Yokosaur as soon as we came out.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down the cliffs nearby. No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
So, should we keep walking?
I just saw a ghost. Hey, you there. Sorry, but does Tlisoli live around here?
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
I don't see any ingredients.
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eaten myself. Never mind that now. Those monsters are still hot on my heels. Please, you've got to help me.
Oh, looks like I was right.
Xilonen, where'd she go?
Did you not see her run off?
Whoa, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her out.
Bitch wants to throw hands and heels. Actually, now I think about it, doesn't she also roller skate around? She has fucking heelys. Transforming heelys.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Yeah, full disclosure, I don't actually know how her kit
That
works.
should be it for the monsters. Yeah, was easier than I thought. Oh, it also seems we're in good luck. The goods weren't damaged either.
That is a lot of groceries, fucking hell.
Strange, we didn't see any monsters on the way here.
You must have terrible luck.
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods all the time, and I've never been attacked like this before. It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monsters. This area is usually very safe. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Even the docile Tepetlosaurs are in a frenzy. Tlisoli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore, so why can't she just move back to the tribe? If she comes back, Nachko will even be able to find some playmates. She's so young and hasn't even... Nachka's playmates. No, wait, I feel like my kids have played with her before. They've even told me about Nachka's favorite game. If I remember right, it was
What's up, everyone forgetting shit?
I always.
God, it really is a false Hydra!
How can I forget all of a sudden?
Look at that! He has a blaze gem inscription too!
So, luck shouldn't be the problem. Seems there's quite a market for those inscriptions.
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. We'll take the ingredients back for you. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
Sure thing. Paimon can help too.
Huh? Oh, sure. Paimon can take care of these grapefruit that fell out of the bag.
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go outside.
Have you picked up on the fact that two people with inscription are having memory loss?
Today having trouble remembering stuff.
And they're all carrying blaze gem inscriptions as well.
Paimon's not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling about this. Like it's all somehow related.
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually start experiencing strange days like this. Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
I can always eat you. I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to take that literally or flirtatiously. Okay, there it is. I just wanna roll it with a double ranch. I got some down with my pants. Dance, put me in a trance. I don't even know what the fuck I'm singing. You ever just climb a door before you open it?
Ah, you're finally back. What took you so long? I was starting to worry.
I just had to fight the neighbors.
Oh yeah, we ran into some small problems, but everything's fine now.
Alright, as long as everything's okay now. You all have a seat. I'll get the food ready. It won't take long.
Whoa, there's so much tasty food! You're amazing, Tlasoli!
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
What would you like to start with, Paimon? Or no flying? No flying on the table, Paimon!
Paimon can't reach that dish! Could you give Paimon some? Come on, come on!
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another serving, please?
We just started!
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
Damn, she's a baddie and she could put it down.
Didn't I say that I chew up the fish bones?
Black boys would love
I'll
her.
have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nachka.
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd like. Nachka can't eat these dishes anyway. Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Oh god, that sounds horrible.
Oh no. But Paimon thought she'd already recovered from her illness.
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said the fact that she's stable is already quite a miracle. But it's okay. Nachka can talk to me now and can even hold my hand. That's more than I could ask for. Even if she will never again know that I am her mother.
Fuck.
What do you mean?
She must be having
The
memory
doctor
problems
said
too.
The abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nachka's soul. She's lost all her memories from before she was injured.
Then make new
The doctor
ones.
also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather, she can no longer remember anything from before that fateful day.
Make new memories then.
But how does that happen?
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Night Wind use to record things, right? Well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. As long as you repaint and weave the threads again, the faded memories will come back to life. But the case of Nachka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two, and the portion of the past was burnt to ashes. The books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss, and can never be retrieved again. As one example of that, Nechka now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie who claims to be her mother. She's a good kid, and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much, so she still calls me Mom. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real mother? Why is she stuck here in this house? Was she abandoned? Nechka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her, and has never left.
So you plan on recreating Nechka's woven scroll, all by yourself?
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago.
A blaze gem inscription. Whose is it? Well, obviously it's hers.
The delivery guy's. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when blaze gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among the tribe. It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing blaze gem inscriptions had varying degrees of memory loss. Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you?
Yeah, I thought it was caused by the blaze gems. Everyone's memory loss has something to do with Nechka?
Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, this inscription contains a phlogiston engraving with a truly overkill level of complexity. The shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that of an ancient name. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify this blaze gem inscription as a bona fide ancient name. And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the blaze gem inscriptions that can be activated at any time. Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you were a sharp one, Xilonen. That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memories. It's actually quite simple. I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past memories.
You're going to make an ancient name? But aren't ancient names supposed to be approved by the YUB?
And the reason they must be approved by the YUB is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines. Extracting those memories from the ley lines requires the YUB's assistance. But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that, right, Auntie? Your blaze gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use the inscriptions to form a massive memory bank for Nechka. And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the blaze gem inscriptions took away any memories related to Nechka?
Even though Nechka forgotten her own past, her life was still witnessed by other people.
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her past? This is the first time I've heard of such an idea.
That's some villain
You've
level
seen
shit.
through my plans, Xilonen. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant than me. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka and allow her to regain her past again.
But wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt the person carrying the blaze gem inscription?
Not at all. Every time a blaze gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my precise control. That way, there's no chance of anyone in the tribe getting hurt. This is the central inscription that controls all the other blaze gem inscriptions.
How the fuck?
Will also soon serve as Nechka's ancient name.
You made all of this yourself, Tlasoli?
Even though it's not an official ancient name, it still has a lot to... It's still a lot to do on your own.
Yes, it was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. Or perhaps I've just grown old.
Are none of us gonna go over how fucked it is to steal other people's memories? Like, yeah, I get it. It supposedly doesn't hurt them. You're still fucking with people's brains without their permission. We should be a lot angrier about this. Even when Xilonen was seemingly scolding her, she didn't seem to show any actual anger. We should be angry at this woman.
You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from being in the sun. I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still far from completion. I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechka up to this central inscription.
I thought you just modify your own ancient name.
Past broadcast?
But this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient name.
It still says I'm streaming here. Why does it say there's no stream happening on my phone? Am I offline? Memory issues. That's what happened for anyone who may have popped in thanks to the notification. Let's continue.
It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechka back, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechka. When that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from, or where she should go. She is my daughter,
Where'd you go?
the one to
Where'd you
whom
come
I
from?
gave the
Nechka?
Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother, or as a name engraver, I can't simply stand by and let her name disappear.
Xilonen?
Shh, let her think about this for a moment.
I'll take the central inscription with me. I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses, and I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. Let me fetch them for you.
Are they gonna take our memories too?
I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
Did Nechka just fucking die?
Huh? What was that noise?
Nechka falling.
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first. Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things I want to tell you. Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy.
Oh, you're done talking already? Okay. Let's teleport there then. Oh, there's a world quest here. Before I continue this quest...
Let's go, Twirly! Into it!
I want to grab this world quest marker before I forget. What do you mean there's a fire gem next to me? Fire gem isn't the word. I guess it's on top of that little colorful building down there? Must be. Look at that rabbit booty. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Look at that thick, juicy, succulent tail. What do you perverts think I was talking about? Oh, she has... Are those? No, those are little rabbit tails. I thought she had fucking wings on her shoes like Hermes. Am I gonna make it? Oh god, am I gonna make it? It's okay. We have the technology. $70 should be enough, right? We're so close to the top. You got this, baby girl. I believe in you. You got this. You don't got this. You got this! Oh! Okay. Where's the world quest? I don't see the world quest giver. I guess it must be below us. Well, with the knowledge that I've wasted my time, where is the oculi? Beneath us? Yep, here's the oculi. I thought this was the cave to the Children of Echoes. I'm sorry, which way are the Children of Echoes from here? Not in there, apparently. I'm just gonna teleport in there.
You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something.
Whoops. Accidentally pressed the button on the back of my controller.
Yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts I got from the Masters of the Nightwind. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for being so focused on searching for information at the time that I forgot to lock the door. After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked over a huge stack of forging blueprints. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then, boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right onto her head.
Oh no!
That must have hurt. What? She okay?
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged her up to the second floor. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Are there really that many books inside? I thought a workshop's supposed to be full of tools.
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging all over the place.
Probably a good thing for
Seems more
Kachina
like
it's not the
library than a
case.
workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, I also need to consult many ancient texts. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it. In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical shape, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name. And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible and read through them all. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories about themselves. For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other related stories and information as cross-references. This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature.
In other words, you're trying to excuse what your auntie's doing.
Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit. And this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that matches its essence.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, I can't help but think that ancient names are really powerful.
Well, it could be more powerful.
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch. It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. It doesn't have those kinds of physically tangible effects. Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you. And that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what Auntie once told me. And with this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their future. To put it another way, it's like having a lamp in your hand as you walk through the darkness of night.
Oh, Paimon gets that. If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared and tired quickly. But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, you might still get tired, but it'll still be a whole lot better than walking alone. The Traveler always has Paimon by his side, though, so he'll never have to worry about that.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Traveler.
Please, you're always the one getting tired when we're on the road.
Paimon's always flying. Of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Try not to fall asleep on me next time.
Anyway, this is what Xilonen told me when I was training as a name engraver. And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said at most. I've never been able to figure out the rest.
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing. You know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later. Please, wait a moment while I grab my things.
The fuck? Xilonen opens the door and walks to her workshop. Some unsettling crashing sounds come from the workshop, followed by some agonizing creaks and squeaks. Eventually, Xilonen walks out the door with a box in her arms. She then turns around and kicks the door closed, shutting the sound of dusty books falling to the ground inside.
Did you hear a whole section of something collapse in there just now?
fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name records. I've already made copies of them. I kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. I had to resort to brute force. Come on, let's go disassemble the central inscription. It shouldn't take long.
Right here.
Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
We're disassembling it, not destroying it, Paimon.
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will allow me to investigate the internals of the central inscription. Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice the last time I used it. Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, we always use this to draw out the engraving diagram on a cliff or open ground. Only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engravings can we start formally working on the small internal engravings of the ancient name. If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to engrave such a large diagram with my bare hands.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside without ruining Tlasoli's inscription?
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston into the internal engravings to see everything. But since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to destroy the blessing that Auntie has prepared for Nechka.
So, Xilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names, or the other 80% you don't understand?
There's an 80% chance that it's part of the 20%.
Don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding of the most important principle, which is names are intrinsically valuable. Only by having names can things be sorted and categorized. They allow the world to become more orderly and identifiable. For example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurities. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what I mean? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, the work would be impossible.
So you're talking about it from a technical perspective?
Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical job. There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually understand it as you put the process into practice.
Get back here, you. There is no escaping me. You really care about efficiency above all else.
After all, creating an ancient name is quite the complicated process. Well, let me break it down even further.
Please don't!
Right now, anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, I'm assigning nicknames to the heroes in Outland's history. Giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to express your hopes and wishes for them. But giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. To come up with a fitting and accurate nickname requires much thought and observation. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting nicknames possible. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
Paimon, nicknames are your specialty.
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Xilonen. Besides, all of Paimon's nicknames have been very descriptive. Everyone can remember them.
Phew. Now I'm curious. Why don't you, come up with one for me?
Are you serious?
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, they're all ugly nicknames.
A nickname? Xilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
You better make it a good one.
Smith?
That sucked.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. And quite fitting, too. I'll remember it. But, you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nickname.
I would have called her
Right,
name
okay,
tag.
Time to make like a smith and start smithing. Watch closely. Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other.
How do I go down?
There. That should complete the flow.
Using her feels really fucking weird.
Amazing, Xilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Is that the power of the Children of Echoes?
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the, phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. Huh. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time.
Don't tell me you're actually already had to cover head of equipment.
More or less, yeah. I usually have at least the key equipment on hand. I can show them to you when we next find the time, but let's get to work first.
Okay.
Let me see. Start with Anchor 1 and activate it with Density 3 phlogiston.
Whoa! A super huge diagram just appeared! Tlasoli's central inscription is even floating!
You're telling me all this graffiti is freaking blueprints of the inside of technology? Quote-unquote technology? Magic bullshit technology? This graffiti got way less cool real fast. After some time, the blast of phlogiston cease, and the central inscription returns to Xilonen's hands.
So are you done checking the inscription, Xilonen? How does it look?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are indeed based on ancient name engraving techniques.
So you're saying that everything's normal? So that means...
That means we can help Tlasoli and Nechka now, right?
what they're doing is still wrong.
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but I'm also just going to go ahead and share both, so it's not like you'll have a choice in the matter.
There.
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist. But, you know, before we get to that, I want to ask the Traveler a question.
What's up?
What are your thoughts on absorbing memories?
Doesn't feel right.
I knew you felt the same way, and that'll save me some initial explanation. I've never been very good at that anyway. It's, hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically speaking, this type of inscription has the power to do far more than absorb memories related to a single person. By herself, Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has accomplices, it is completely possible for her to use this inscription to accomplish far bigger things.
Accomplices? You make it sound like she's committing a crime.
Well, one, she fucking is. Stealing people's memories without their permission is tantamount to not only assault, but regular theft. But two, you're about to say we have to help her, aren't you?
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this blaze gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but we haven't found any accomplices or signs that she intends to put it to such uses.
She is already putting it to such uses. Taking someone's memory without their permission is tantamount to assault. Also just straight up theft, because our memories would be considered things we own.
From a purely objective standpoint, we can consider that possibility as yet to be confirmed for now.
Bullshit!
The bad news is, there's still an underlying problem with this blaze gem inscription that cannot be ignored. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the Wyab, granting them the power to read information kept in the ley lines. In this process, the Wyab actually function like relays, helping the ancient name bearer sense the information from within the ley lines. If you remove the Wyab from the process and don't use any tools, then finding a specific story is akin to trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river.
So before you're even able to retrieve the sand, you would most likely drown.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman who talks to themselves all day long. Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the ley line, and Nechka as the only ancient name bearer of this ley line. There's no way Auntie would let Nechka plunge into the river of memories without any tools. She'd only be overwhelmed by the surge of memories. And considering that Nechka has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to work on her own to accurately find the correct past. Only Aunt Felisoli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nechka's Wyab to help her extract the corresponding memories in the different situations she may face. In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, as long as every extracted memory is correct. Nechka would essentially be getting her past back. And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers about Nechka. But Auntie is not a Wyab. Her body won't be able to handle the load for long.
So at any moment she might just... I see. This is the problem we can't ignore. Not the steal people's memory without their permission. This. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is still a problem, but I'm not gonna get over the fact that steal people's memories is wrong.
But how can we solve this problem? No matter how we try, Felisoli will...
She's already made up her mind. She's ready to pay the price.
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. I've also made up my mind. Come on, let's go see Auntie.
Yay, we're going to help her do bad things. Woo. I probably sound like such a lame-ass motherfucker right now. I'm sorry for being lame as shit, but this just does not sit right with me. Hello, Aunt Criminal.
Xilonen. It looks like you've made your decision. Am I right?
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify the way the central inscription operates. I'll also help you continue working on the blaze gem inscriptions, but I must have complete control over all the inscriptions and the ability to oversee their uses. The memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nichka's past. We'll plan a set time frame together from which the memories can be drawn from shortly. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt all work related to the central inscription. After the memory bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem inscription's absorption functions must be stopped immediately. Only functionalities for outputting memories will be kept.
I accept. Thank you, Xilonen. I really...
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you needed my help, you should have just said so. There's no need to beat around the bush like you did.
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission is no trivial matter.
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child who needs help, compared to a name that's about to be lost. But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal and discuss everything that happened.
That's fine. I'm willing to accept any punishment for my little Nechka.
All right,
Fair enough.
let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nechka control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own and extract the memories from her past. Oh, by the way, did you give the book to Nechka?
How could I just hand her a birthday present that you specially brought for her? I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till her birthday and then bring it to her. It'll be a nice surprise.
No, it's just an old book. There's no need to...
God damn it.
Oh, is Nechka up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like something broke.
Oh no, did she fall? Maybe she knocked something over.
Uh-oh. What if something fell on her? We should check. Paimon will go have a look.
Sudden yell.
Nechka, don't hurt yourself.
Oh, I thought she would yell to stop Paimon. Like some dark shit was about to
Is
happen.
that you? You're Nechka?
Why
How
are you
many times
confused?
have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own. You were running a fever yesterday.
Hello, Nechka.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the book that Xilonen brought?
Is she taking the memories from other
No.
people?
She's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Xilonen. It's one I bought for her before. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about these kinds of books, so I had no choice but to go to the tribe and look for a copy. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once I got back. Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was so busy taking care of her that I forgot about the book and even forgot that she had asked you for a gift.
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you bought?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Apparently that's the only one you can find on the market now.
So she read the modern version, now we're giving her the old
It's all
version.
my fault. You wasted your money and now it won't even be a surprise.
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nechka enjoys it, that's what matters.
Oh, right. Nechka probably doesn't know us. We're
The Traveler and Paimon.
Paimon and Mr. Traveler. Mom told me about you. Oh, seems like everyone knows who we are now.
No need to introduce ourselves anymore. Hi, Nichka.
Yeah, Nechka seems to be doing pretty well.
Why was
today.
she getting better for
Since she's been
necklace
stuck
on?
indoors for the last few days. Why don't we take her out for a walk?
Let's check your temperature. Seems the fever's gone.
Take her for a walk. But considering her condition, I don't think she...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the Traveler and me. We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy some things. Let's give her a proper celebration. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more fresh air?
All right. As you wish. I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions that I need to get back to the tribe. We can go together. Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nachka's water bottle and some towels. Some medicine. Oh, and a parasol.
Versoli enters Nishka's room after quickly gathering shit.
Talk about being prepared.
We can camp out with all that stuff.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go. Please be good now, Nachka. Don't cause any trouble for Xilonen and the others.
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nachka. Feel free to tell us anything. And even I was quite a handful for Auntie when I was little.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play, so just have fun. Everything will be fine.
If you don't stir up trouble when you're little, then you'll never get the chance again.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. And please don't worry.
I genuinely do regret not misbehaving more as a child.
Let's go look for Ignal. I've had her Blaze Gem inscription for a while now, and I'll finally return it to her today.
Woot, more people to steal memories from. No, I will not stop bitching about it. I will be snide and angry forever. So, Nichka, how do you enjoy the walk?
Tosoli, what brings you to the tribe today? Oh, and Nichka too. Oh, she seems to be doing much better now. She's even out and about. I'm sure it won't be long before she'll be playing with Chenille and the others.
I hope so. Here, Ignal. This is your inscription. I've finished repairing it.
Oh, thank you for bringing it back for me. Oh, by the way, I came across a piece of good quality ore a while ago. I was thinking of using it to make some pretty jewelry for little Nachka. I remember that Nachka would become so happy every time she saw a shiny ring. Right, Nachka?
I'm sure she'd love that. Thank you.
My pleasure. Give me a moment. I'll bring the ore.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. What kind would you like, Nachka?
I would like... something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before to make her an ancient name with an embercore flower design.
Noted. I'll make that as a gift for her
You
next
should have
birthday.
based it on her new memories, not her old ones.
Sorry, Nachka. It won't be a surprise for you.
That's okay. Thank you, Xilonen.
Found it. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here, please take it. By the way, Nachka, feel free to write to me if you ever want to know more about ores. Well, I was shocked last time when you wrote me out of the blue asking for a volcanic crystal.
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she started to recover. She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so she begs me every day to help her write letters to people in the tribe about all sorts of things.
That's how you know she's one of the children of Echoes. It's normal for us to be interested in ore.
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character in the new version of To Kill the Brave, when he was about to save his brother Remak. According to the story, we should be right around... let Paimon see... To Kill prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name ever live on. I am willing to sacrifice my heart and blood in return. The goddess replied, I've heard your prayer, but your brother is no longer your kin. His name has sunken into the deepest of depths.
Then Tequil said, "Turn my blood to fire so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my brother back before my blood runs dry."
Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nechka? Paimon remembers that's exactly what the book... huh? Wait, what did the book say?
You forgot? But didn't you just read it, Paimon? The thing's taking her memory, because it's linked to Nechka.
Paimon finished both books in one sitting. A lot of their content is nearly the same, so it's easy to get mixed up. But the ending in the older version is more interesting. Even if it's hard for kids to, well, completely understand.
Nechka's about to say it, isn't she?
Oh, wait. Nechka hasn't read the other ending. It's okay. Just wait a bit and Paimon will read it out for you.
That's not true. Actually, I already know the other ending.
She took that memory too!
Already know the other ending? But didn't you only read the edition your mom got for you?
Hey, what are you all chatting about so happily?
You giving her everyone's memories!
Mom, Mr. Traveler and I were just talking about the ending of that book.
Also, why do you
We
look
were just
shocked?
talking about how the bad guy was defeated and everyone returned home safely. It's a really happy ending.
That's not the other ending she was talking about.
Aren't happy endings always nice? But if you already read the whole thing, then what will Mom have to read to you at bedtime? Guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight, but I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
So, how's Dior?
It's pretty good quality. I'll be able to give Nechka a beautiful and durable piece of jewelry for her next birthday. But, you know, for now, let's focus on celebrating her upcoming birthday. Where are we headed to next, Auntie?
Next, let's visit Apishpalan. He should be close by. Stay close.
That was a
Nechka.
name?
Don't go too far.
Yes, Mom.
So is Nechka hiding something, or is the thing still stealing memories? I can't tell which.
Why do my eyebrows keep twitching today?
Twitch.
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Apishpalan.
I didn't expect to have 2 name engravers coming in today. Welcome. What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli? I'll give you a discount like usual.
Whoa, offering a discount just like that? Masoli sure has connections.
She was once our name engraver and did a lot for the tribe. It's only fair that I offer her a discount.
Thank you for your generosity. I've finished preparing your Blaze Gem inscription. Here, have a look. Come on, Nechka, say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nechka. Tlazoli has shown me some pictures before. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this? Go ahead and pick anything you'd like from the store. Think of it as a gift from me.
No, that's all right. Mom told me that you've already given a lot to our family.
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never given anything just for you. If you don't feel like it, you can also let your mom choose for you.
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. Go ahead and pick something for Nechka. His drills and small clamps are good quality. The measurements of each part are exact, and they're always very durable. I always come here to buy things if I find myself in a pinch. Oh, do you have any child-friendly safety scissors? I remember seeing a few different styles.
I have a few in stock, but I put them in the back. Let me bring some out for you to pick.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back and choose there? It should only take a moment.
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. Why don't you just go yourself and...
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. If you don't come and help me choose, I won't be able to pick one that Nechka would like. Come on, Auntie. It'll only take a moment.
And there goes Xilonen dragging Tlasoli off to buy more stuff. Ooh, what a busy day.
I almost wonder if she did that on purpose. Because now we can talk to Plasoli about the weirdness. Be sure to stay close, Nichka.
I won't run off. Paimon, who's your favorite character in To Kill the Brave?
Probably
My
Tequila.
favorite? Tequila, of course. He went through a lot to rescue his family. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he could.
What are you talking about? He did reunite with his family. Yeah, it was in a fleeting moment, but he reunites with them right before he dies, when he tells him that he doesn't want his blood to boil over, but he's still happy about what he did, I think it was. I admire his courage.
What about you, Nichka? Which character do you like?
I like the little brother, personally. That's probably because of my love for underdogs, though.
Remak.
Oh, the one who was possessed by Quatlique, but never forgot his brother Tequila. He was also an amazing character.
So me and Plasoli have the same
His
favorite
determination.
character.
Both he and his brother would have been defeated by Quatlique in the final battle.
Wow, Brahma remembered all the details. He must have been really immersed.
Of course! A story's only interesting if you can really get immersed in it. Hey, Nechka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Remak, and Paimon will be Tequila, okay?
Just like reciting epic lines.
Mr. Traveler, can I play the role of Quatlique?
But isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Remak and took on his appearance.
You said it yourself, that's the old version. That wasn't the one Nichka read.
Ah, right. She read the version with a happy ending. And that one, Quatlique was defeated and the brothers both survived. Well, it doesn't matter. Only the lines at the end were different. You can go on ahead and say your favorite lines, Nechka. Paimon's read both versions, so she'll be able to play along.
My favorite line is the one from the end. It's...
Something stops us.
Come here, Nechka. Look at you. You're sweating.
Where the f do you keep coming from?
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water. This child. You forget everything as soon as you start playing.
We barely
We've,
talked!
Something out for Nechka.
Let alone played.
Xilonen will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged it up. How was Nechka?
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part.
Xilonen, did you leave us with Nichka on purpose so we could talk to her alone?
Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Xilonen has dragged Tlasoli away from us a couple of times now. But why?
Nichka has a strange look on her face. She seems to want to say something.
Let's talk later. Just trust me and act normal for now. Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let Nechka be in the heat for too long.
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back home.
Index is busy, but the fuck you mean he's busy? Motherfucker, no you're not. Busy my ass. You ain't busy doing shit.
I finished repairing your Blaze Gem inscription, Chevin. I've also reinforced it, so it shouldn't fall apart so easily now.
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal? Was it usable?
Yes, thanks for that.
You're welcome. I just want to see Nechka get better.
Thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine. Honestly, you're both too polite for your own good.
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale Blaze Gem inscription. So So you must be one of Auntie's accomplices.
Oh, Xilonen.
Did I skip something by jumping on my controller? We're all doing our best for Nichka.
You had me worried there. I thought we'd been found out. We'd be in real trouble if Nicole ever got wind of it. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away from home every few days, and the ore reserves have noticeably decreased. The last time Pikal came and asked me about it, I could only say that I'd been using up a lot of ore to research new styles of jewelry. As for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I had found a new ore vein and wanted to extract some new gems from it. Sorry. I've been talking my head off. Please, come in and have a seat.
Sure, we can sit for a moment, but...
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember to stay in the shade as much as you can.
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry very closely yet.
I'll have to buy you some. The price is good, we can buy you a whole set.
Really? Then Paimon's gonna take a good look at what they have.
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
Xilone's taking Tazoli with her again. Let's keep talking with Nichka.
Come on, Nichka! We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry, so you can help us pick something out!
Mr. Traveler,
You?
Come here, Nachka.
She's on to us!
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Xilonen, but it's already getting late. We should be heading back now.
Is she hearing everything Nichka
It'll be
says?
Nachka's birthday in a few days, and there's still a lot for us to do before then.
No problem. I'll be sure to bring her some beautiful jewelry to celebrate.
What are you hiding, woman?
Mom,
You're getting hot again. Here, Mom will carry you. Let's get going.
I don't
forget
like
to take care of
this.
yourself once you start playing. Let's go back and we'll have a talk.
I didn't.
Nachka, I never taught you to lie.
Sorry, Mom.
Nichka's looking at us. Paimon feels like something's not right. What should we do?
Stay quiet. Let's see what Xilonen says.
No, Nachka was having so much fun today that she forgot the time. It's not a big deal. Let me help carry her home. I'm worried you would also have to recover if you carried her the whole way.
No, it's fine. I'll carry her. Let's go, Nachka. It's time to go home.
This is giving me abuse vibes and I don't like it. Still, he declines your offer and does shit. Suspicious shit.
Thank you, everyone, for spending so much time with us today.
Nichka looks dead inside.
Please be sure to come to Nachka's birthday party.
I hope she continues to feel better. Actually, nah, fuck that. We'll be there.
Alright. It's nearly bedtime for Nachka, so let's part our ways here.
Oh, Auntie, remember to give her the book, that copy of To Kill the Brave I brought. I went to a lot of trouble to find it.
I understand. Really, do you think I'd let your efforts go to waste?
Yes.
It's very special to receive a book from you. I'm sure she'll put it somewhere safe. Right, Nachka?
Yeah. Thanks, Xilonen.
Oh, put it somewhere? Isn't she going to read it?
Yeah, I caught on to that
Well,
too.
I've read the story to her many times already. She's even memorized nearly every line.
No, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nachka's probably never heard this version of To Kill the Brave.
Oh. What's different about this version?
The majority is about the same, but the ending is different from the one that you bought her. The one I gave her is the unedited version that was originally published. It was released long before Nechka fell ill.
Oh, but I remember you were never very interested in fairy tales, Xilonen.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nechka's illness is true, she shouldn't be able to remember anything about her past before her illness. So, the ending to the original version of To Kill the Brave is also part of the past that she should have forgotten. In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story, then she shouldn't possibly know the ending, right?
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this book? Even if she does remember the ending, what does that prove? Maybe
That
she
you're
snuck
full
out
of
somewhere
shit.
when I wasn't watching and read the first edition of the story.
Oh, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does remember things that have happened recently. In which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe and see if anyone remembers Nechka reading the book. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can just ask Nechka where she'd read it.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that their memories...
Shut up.
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current memories? I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home. I
do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit.
I beg your pardon?
Nechka, where did you read that book? Answer me.
Go home, Nechka. Are you disobeying me?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nechka. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nechka. Right here, right now.
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending. Nechka remembers it.
I know everything. Xilonen, help me, please.
Something's blocking the door.
Get back!
Bitch.
Xilonen, wait for us.
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also be traps.
Whoa. What are all those things on Nechka's walls?
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here.
There's no one here. Where'd they go?
If she's trying to finish that ancient name, there's only one place she could go. Come on, follow me.
Oh, we have Geo to spare on this team, don't worry.
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
Forget it.
There's no way for me to get more phlogiston in here, is there? no, I did get some more phlogiston. Cool. Fuck. No, 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 no. How do I get back up? I'm just gonna kill myself. Actually, that won't work, because I won't die. Shit, what do I do? Do I have to restart the entire thing? I have no way of getting back up. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. We're back on track. I just had to use the gems. Speaking of using the gems... God, using her walking is so weird. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Whoa! Xilonen, you're really fucking cool as a character. But God, are you weird to use? Oh God!
Bring it.
Come on! Show me your courage!
Get with me.
Hello?
Here goes.
Hello? Wait, what? There we go. Oh God! I want to go up there.
Bring it.
Yes, you are.
The door's closed here too. Where should we go now?
To hell.
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
I didn't realize it was gonna close.
Yep.
I almost missed it.
You got here quick. Impressive.
How'd you get so far ahead of us so fast?
Nichka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, I've only been trying to save my daughter. Even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over, she will really become my Nichka.
What is she saying?
She kidnapped
She
another
got
kid.
Nichka?
Infusing memories.
So you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my Nichka. She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold. I'm the one who made her stay there alone, so I must bring her back. Don't worry, Nichka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
Night Kingdom. So is Nichika already dead?
I'm afraid so.
Wait, you knew this?
That girl lying up there!
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nichka. I raised her and took care of her for many years. I thought that taking her in would help me feel better. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt very scared. Is she really my child? My child's name is Nichka. It could only be Nichka.
You're deranged.
How could I be happy? My little Nichka is still waiting for me. Waiting for me to get her home. As I said, I only want to bring Nichka back, even if it costs me everything.
Including this little girl's life?
And now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name, it's finally time to put it to good use. If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nechka's ancient name.
So we actually gonna put her in her place
Xilonen,
yet, or?
You have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set up the Blaze Gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now, the central inscription will finally become Nechka's ancient name. After Nechka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
Let her go!
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
Nishka's already dead. We can't let her harm an innocent child.
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate. So on my mark.
Don't worry, Nechka.
This woman makes a lot of flaws.
Here.
3.
Mom will always be with you. I'll never forget you.
2.
Wake up, Nechka. Now. Please, wake up.
1.
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechka.
Keep back. Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Cool story, bro. How do we save the girl?
I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechka, why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
The fuck just happened?
Telasoli, you're the one who twisted Nechka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks. Converge, disperse. In ashes be reborn. For flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you. Nechka. Always. And forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old births the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the loam. We've known each other a while, but we've never met.
You're Nechka?
Yes, but I still don't know your name.
My name's Nepeka.
It really suits you. Nepeka, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
Please tell me we're putting this bitch in jail. I don't care if she was mourning. She needs to go to jail.
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now, where? Where did she go? Nechka? Nechka? Where are you? Answer, Mummy. Please. Please. Xilonen, you saw her too, didn't you? You saw my little Nechka. I felt her hands and hugged her. I was right. I was right. Those gray shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again. Alright, I'll start it again and Nechka will...
Have you still not come to your senses, Auntie?
What senses? I was not wrong. Nothing about what happened was wrong. She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure knows how to throw a tantrum. But I understand. I can accept that.
Enough, Tlasoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechka at all. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people, but you forgot one thing. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless emotions. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechka's condition? When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body growing colder and colder, what could they feel but abject pain and sorrow?
I took those emotions.
You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions and solidified them as a piece of her past. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka in her sickly state. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this. All I wanted was to remember Nechka, to see her again.
Nechka has always been with you, Auntie. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name, the one you said was useless. You exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving your daughter. That is undeniable. But have you forgotten the true meaning of your own ancient name?
My ancient name is Invade.
Kinship.
The immovable love between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka her name, her first blessing. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Nechka is everything to me. Without her, I can't see any future for me. And as for blessings... what blessings have I had since the day she passed? I see her in my dreams every day, grasping my hand, telling me she's in pain, asking me to hold her. But I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name over and over again until I wake up. Every day, every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too. Who knows? Maybe hate would have been the only thing left to her too.
You think Nechka would have come to hate you? Auntie, do you still remember the last words Nechka ever said to you? Do you remember what her final words really were? The reason you haven't felt blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, you've been wallowing in memories of your imagination and refused to let go of them. A name without a past is nothing but a withered tree with no roots, rotting without a future. It's over, Auntie. It's all over now.
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, on second thought, this might not be the best place to rest. Xilonen, Nechka, Napecha, can already stand now, so we made our way over.
I can carry you.
Thank you, Paimon and Mr. Traveler. I'm fine, really. The real Nechka helped me just now, so it doesn't hurt much anymore.
That's good. If you became Nechka, then this story would really become the To Kill the Brave. This isn't the place to chat. Come on, let's get out of here.
But what about Tlasoli?
Oh, don't worry. She won't be able to cause any more trouble now.
She belongs in a cell. It's all over. You leave the workshop. Once outside, Xilonen does shit.
Alright, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe shortly to be punished for what she did.
Good.
As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun. After dealing with all of that, I'm completely out of energy.
She's already planned out everything. Xilonen sure doesn't waste time. It's still so scary to imagine. Tlasoli wanted to turn her adopted child into Nechka, and she even nearly succeeded.
Xilonen dude knew what to do right away.
Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments. She went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Nepeka's resilience. She never gave up.
Oops.
If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have noticed Auntie's plan so easily.
You're so brave, Napicha.
It was thanks to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last idea I could think of. I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but they were all either quickly whisked away by Tlasoli or simply refused to believe me. Even if I told them everything, Tlasoli would just blame my illness to cover it up. All she had to do was start to cry, and then the guest would try to comfort her, but completely forget about me. She would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to drink some strange medicine. It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept, and the walls around me would start talking.
I'm starting to hate this woman more and more.
I would be so scared every day. If I wasn't able to get your help this time, I might have just given up.
That's all in the past now.
You have us now, Nepeka. If anyone dares to hurt you again, the Traveler and Xilonen will send them flying!
Yeah. Sorry. I just can't help it.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Xilonen for help. Oh, you definitely found the right person. Xilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
And it was because of your help that I was able to pick up on the details. Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to communicate that she needed help. Tlasoli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would probably have just kept Nepeka locked up in her room again.
So we had a part to play too! But where did Tlasoli even get the confidence to try this scheme? When Nechka was alive, surely many tribe members would have tried to help her. Was she not scared that someone would realize that Nepeka wasn't Nechka?
She must have been using the Blaze gem inscription for a very long time.
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechka's past, but also actively erase people's memories of Nechka.
So they don't remember what she looks like.
It's similar to graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall that has been painted before, then first you must remove the old painting. It's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central inscription.
Whoa, and you still took it? If it were Paimon, she would have thrown that thing away the first chance she had.
Well, you can uncover the truth without taking some risks, right? If I hadn't disassembled the inscription myself, I would have never realized her actual motives.
So you suspected her from the very beginning?
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. How could I have seen her as a villain from the start?
I did.
The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind, and it was just our luck that the worst case scenario actually happened. But now that I look back on it, we still managed to rescue a suffering child, even if that wasn't our original intention. Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough by now. Everything is finally over, and Nepeka can finally be herself.
So, what should I do now, Xilonen?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up anymore.
But I don't know what I can do. Everything I know is about Nechka. What she'd like to eat, which flowers she enjoyed, how she acted and spoke. I'm not her, but I can only be like her. I don't know, Xilonen. I just don't know.
Oh, don't worry, Nepeka. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't working anymore. No one will force you to be somebody else again.
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides my name.
God damn it.
What if I never remember my life?
This woman's damaged her beyond
Years old, my
belief.
past? I'm scared, Xilonen. What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepeka. Here, take this. I took some ore from Tlasol's collection and made this as a mold.
A Blaze Gem inscription. You can make them too?
Of course you
Oh,
can.
of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. Take it. I've engraved your name, Nepeka, on the top. This is your first blessing, the one you received from a pair of people who loved you with all their hearts. It has always protected you and stood over you. For all of past, present, and future, it's never strayed far.
But I don't even remember the names of my parents. I don't remember anything.
I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to normal. I'm not sure what kind of future you will face. I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, your name will never fade. This is a blessing given to you by a name engraver. You'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling sprouts upward and becomes a healthy tree, or as birds spread their wings to fly high into the sky. Your name is your starting point, as well as your guide. Remember your name and everything you've experienced, and you'll know how to step into your future.
I'll do my best.
You can do it, Nepeka.
We'll always be here with you.
Thank you all. Xilonen, Paimon, and Mr. Traveler.
If you really can't come up with what to do, don't worry. Just relax and take it easy. We're from the same tribe after all. If nothing else works, I can always go to the elders and look up your history. And until then, you can stay at my workshop. I can handle another mouth to feed.
Hey, you have a daughter now. So you do have a backup plan. You do have a backup plan. Do you think you can find anything about her?
I don't know if the plan will work. I'm not even sure who I should look for. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies so heavily on luck, we should just focus on ourselves. Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlasoli back to the tribe first. Oh, come with me, Nepeka. Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot that we haven't even had dinner yet. What would you like to eat?
Huh? Oh, anything. I'm not picky.
Start being picky!
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us.
I don't like that answer. I want her to have a favorite food. Remember what your likes are, damn it!
One more thing. Happy birthday, Nepeka.
Aww. Quest complete. The fuck did I just get? Wait, what? Oh, it's still going. Well, when is the next day exactly? I guess it doesn't matter. Alright. Hey look, it's the next day.
Oh, you're here. Everything's been taken care of now. I was just about to go have a rest.
So, what about Tazoli? Will she be punished?
Well, the tribe is still discussing that. I mean, not many have ever used ancient names to commit a crime. Pakal will have a lot on his plate. What I do know is that Tlasoli's workshop will be closed permanently, and any remaining incomplete Blaze Gem inscriptions will be completely destroyed. And as for the completed Blaze Gem inscriptions, I'll be handling them, which, whew, yeah, yet another hassle to deal with. Anyway, at least her ancient name is fine, otherwise we'd have a real mess on our hands. Oh, and speaking of ancient names, I actually have some good news.
Yeah,
The memories that were absorbed by the Blaze Gem inscriptions can be restored to their owners.
Oh, cool.
Now, once all the Blaze Gem inscriptions stop working, the memories will return to their respective owners.
So everyone of the members of Nitschka will come back?
Yeah, that's right. Huh. Wait, now that I think about it, in her attempt to get Nechka to come back, Auntie made the entire tribe forget about her. Now, Nechka really is gone, but everyone is about to remember her. Phew, what a bizarre turn of events.
How's our daughter doing?
She's resting in my workshop. I contacted others from the tribe and told them about my plan to conduct an official investigation into her history. The tribe hasn't responded yet, so I'm planning to take her in for now and teach her some crafting skills. But that's for another time. For now, she should just rest and sleep. After all, she's got a busy future ahead of her.
Where the fuck? Oh, was that the end? Okay, that was the end. It's like, go to a shop. What? What shop? I guess that was another mission. Oh, he can't enter her little workshop. Alright, well, I guess we're done with that then. Eep! Who said I missed that? Who said I missed that jump? I didn't miss a jump. I made it, see? I don't really want either of these guys. I was gonna do a 10 pull, but I don't want to use Primo Gems on those either. We'll just do, like... We'll do the 6 pulls I have here to end off the episode, because... You can't play a gacha game and end off the episode without doing some pulls. It's just not how things work, you know? So all I really got from those pulls was the wind Sith. Oh well.
Love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream as much as I enjoyed making it for you all. If you enjoyed the stream and want to see more of my content, you can find me at youtube.com/KingD353. Again, that's youtube.com/KingD353. When I'm not re-uploading streams, I'm uploading episodes of Persona 5 Royal, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Also, if you feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Every donation's appreciated. For as low as $1, you can get a shot at the end of these streams. Donate a little bit more, you'll get bonuses inside of my Discord. Speaking of my Discord, if you want to join it and you're watching on YouTube, you can find it in the description down below. If you're watching live in the chat of the stream right now, the link will be posted right now. Once you're in the Discord, we'll be able to chat, play video games, share memes, and have ourselves a grand old time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all you beautiful people later. Deuces, Kingdom.